I think it's 3-1 go. I think yes, yes.
Okay, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. Welcome especially to all the people who joined our Optiver online chess tournament. Today is the final round in which the 4 finalists of the earlier rounds will play against Super Grandmaster Anis Giri. A special welcome to Anis himself, of course. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
My name is Martin Wolf. I'm a software developer at Optiver. I will be hosting this evening. We're going to start with a half-hour Q&A session for Anis. I have prepared a couple of questions myself, but those of you who are joining via Zoom, please use the Q&A feature of Zoom to ask your own question, and then I will give those to Anis. After that, we're going to a simul in which Anis will take on the 4 people who scored highest in the 2 earlier rounds we did. And afterwards, we're going to have a talk with the players to discuss how the games went. So, thanks everybody for joining. Also, those of you who are watching Anis's YouTube channel right now. And let's have a fun evening. Anis, presumably those people who are watching via YouTube know you already, but maybe some people on the Zoom don't. So maybe you can start by introducing yourself and your chess career.
Yeah, I wasn't planning. Now I have to improvise, but well, I hope. Yeah, I'm Anish Giri. I'm a Dutch chess player, currently ranked as number 1 in the Netherlands and number I think 11 in the world currently, and playing chess since I'm 7. Playing professionally already for a very long time, and this year I'm going to soon try and complete my attempt at becoming a world champion. Basically, I'll play the Candidates tournament very likely very soon. That will determine the challenger for the world championship title. So very busy year for me, a lot of chess, and as probably those of you know, also with the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a lot more online activity. So I'm playing a lot of online tournaments, and also I have now my YouTube channel and doing lots of stuff online, basically, just like many of you. So that's, I think, the basics about me.
Thank you, and good luck in the World Championship, which I'm sure you make it into. And indeed, it has been an interesting year for chess, I think. COVID has had a lot of impact, a lot more online than physical tournaments. Do you expect that to stay? Do you expect that hopefully, if in the future COVID is mostly a thing of the past again, are we going back to physical tournaments on wooden boards? Or do you expect the chess world to have moved to online and to stay there?
Well, I mean, I'm not. They always answer this question with, "I'm not a virologist." Yeah, I'm not a virologist, but I do. From what I gather, I do think things will change for the better within the coming maybe couple years or so, and I hope the development of chess online will stay in a sense that there will be will maintain the audience that we got, or the new people that got into the game, because they had more time to spend online, and also there's more online content now. Oh,
Oops.
yeah, you shouldn't have. Now we now we switched to with Naman. Now Naman is the developer. 1 second. Yeah, because your camera went and you did little short castle with.
I think I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do something technical here.
Naman now is the developer. Now, guys, Naman here is one of the participants. I'm sure. Naman, are you good at developing stuff?
I mean, I'm studying artificial intelligence.
Oh wow, Naman is the future developer, guys. He's gonna develop everything. He's artificial intelligence guy. But I will need to recrop you. I guess I'll need to recrop you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll need to recrop you guys. Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
You could. That's funny. Oh.
Yeah. By the way, at Optiver we can always use good developers, so Naman, feel free to.
No, but Naman, yes, he's into artificial intelligence, so I think he is perfectly fit
that's
for.
Good. We can use those too.
Yeah. There's not gonna be an issue. We can keep Naman already. His people are introduced to him already, so it would be kind of strange to. I'll just change his title. 1 second. I will write AI guy. Okay, Martin, you're still there.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So what we're talking about? We're talking about Corona and the end of the world, right? No, so I hope it will all be fine, and we'll keep the momentum online. So all the tournaments that have appeared, all this new, like, for example, there is the Magnus Carlsen Tour. There are like expansion of the Pro Chess League and all these different tournaments that have been created, and there, for example, some strong weekly tournaments online now. I hope that will all stay, but once the over-the-board tournaments will resume, I hope we'll just have we'll lead a double life, yeah, one on online and one in the real world. I hope for that, but we'll see.
Yeah, and does that also have an impact on chess moving a bit more towards blitz? Because it seems that online tournaments are quite often a bit faster paced than blitz.
Yeah, because it feels a little bit counterintuitive to play online classical, because somehow you're not used to that. I guess also it wouldn't be the same, because over the board it's different level of concentration. You only have wooden pieces, you have just the board, and the online chess you are staring at a screen, so it requires more concentration. It's a little bit harder on the eyes. So I think this is one of the main reasons why online games are rapid. But the rapid and blitz events have been also becoming more and more popular already before the pandemic and all the online developments, and also online events have been there also before the pandemic. It's just that now the focus shifted much more towards the online rapid and blitz, but there are classical events over the board too. Even these days there is going on, for example, tournament in Spain, there was a tournament in Germany, so there are some tournaments coming up. There will be one in Norway, but it's just a little bit less and a little bit more carefully. They're testing different safety measures and all that. So, but I think it will all come back slowly but surely.
Yeah. And another recent development is that online chess, not only in the sense of online chess competition, but also the whole thing around it. Your own YouTube channel. There's Twitch. There's quite a few big name chess players who have started their own channels, and a few people from other esports who have joined the chess world. So how is that for you to be in the middle of?
Yeah, for sure. No, chess is now connected to various aspects. For example, it's indeed it is partly an esport as well in some way. Yeah, you can play that like a video game to an extent, but also there's some link with culture and art and even comedy to an extent. So you see a lot of, for example, a lot of streams where the chess players are doing something with the comedians, and so all kinds of different collaborations online happening. Yeah, a lot of different activities. Chess is shown from new different angles. And yeah, like you said, the esports is also one big thing for sure. A lot of gamers or gaming fans get into chess and vice versa. Also, you see some chess players playing more games than usual online, and so there is some overlap there too. And for me, I'm kind of very busy these days, also because I still got these classical events coming up. Like I have the Candidates tournament hopefully coming up. Also, other top tournaments hopefully are resuming. So for me, it's like I have to try and combine both, but there is more time, and so I was able to start a YouTube channel, and I think it's been a lot of fun to to connect more with the fans and do things that you haven't done before, for sure. Been very interesting.
I can imagine it's quite different, because you need to be not only good at chess, but being a live YouTube entertainer takes some other skills as well. How is that? Yeah,
it's terrible. It's for sure. There is a niche for everything. Like you can be entertaining, or you can also be boring. There are lots of people who like boring stuff. There are people who like very serious stuff. People who like superficial stuff. People who like different games. There are people who like technical chess. So I think there is space for everyone, and everybody who streams does it his own way. I don't think that's difficult. I think I'm just I'm trying out also different things. I did find different streams. I've been streaming a lot of competitions. I played some weekly events, for example, the Title Tuesday event. I played and I streamed that. I also had organized some matches with some of my friends or some younger players, some kind of training games that I played with them also on stream. And I even did recently an interesting talk with a neuroscientist on. So we had 1 hour that we talked about chess and the overlap between the neuroscience and chess, and trying to understand a little bit how the mind works. Of course, it was just a 1 hour talk, but still was quite interesting. So yeah, there's different kind of content you can bring and different kind of things you can do. But I am mostly playing, of course, as a professional player. I'm mostly playing chess, just practicing, and as you can see, a lot of people still find that very interesting. They really like to see the chess. They want to see the emotion, the action, the moves, the ideas, and but yeah, there's really room for everything. You have like also lots of chess players who are trying different games, and it's also interesting, for fans of chess players to see how they are at various games, and all kinds of different formats. And I think it all works.
Yeah. I just saw a fun question in the Q&A via Zoom. So since the topic of software developers came up already, are you a computer guy? Are you a software developer?
You're asking whom?
You?
Oh, me? I'm a software developer. No, I wouldn't go this far. I've just learned to handle the OBS software, but developing it is not yet there. No, I'm definitely not a developer. No. I'm a user. I'm a very modest user. Developing is another thing. No, I wouldn't say so. There is, by the way, speaking of software developers, there is a guy. We are going to play this Simul at the Lichess platform. One of the major platforms. I mean, the other one, of course, chess.com. I play a lot on chess.com these days. Also, there is the platform that where Magnus is trying to promote. But on Lichess, there is basically their coding guy, so to speak, the programmer. He was at some point streaming how he was programming writing the code. So I didn't understand any of that, but there were like, I don't know, there were a couple hundred people watching that, like maybe fans of coding, they could understand. But yeah, like there are all kinds of streamers, and it was funny to see that you could even stream coding a website.
Yeah, apparently. But, by the way, any tips for the people who may be watching but who are not yet online chess players themselves? How should, if I'm an amateur who has only played with wooden pieces so far, how should I go into online chess playing?
I think you should just jump straight into it. There are different places you can start. Of course, we'll play at Lichess, also the chess.com. So I think you should take the big website like that. They are reasonably intuitive. There are all kinds of functions. I mean, most of the features are free anyway, so you don't necessarily need to pay. You just have to, it's all intuitive. They show you to register. You register, then you can play. You can also train, study some different things. There are some video content or tactical trainings, all kinds of different things you can try out. There are also chess variants on the website that you can play. Some different, not exactly chess, but like some different games very similar to chess. So there are all kinds of things you can do on these websites, and I think it's pretty intuitive. At least that's how they try to make it. So it's quite easy to start, and you see also a huge growth of people in online chess. I mean, it's really easy to start. You have to learn, and even the funny thing is that playing online is or on the computer is easier than playing over the board, because even my son, he can play online, despite that he doesn't know the rules. You cannot make an illegal move in online interface. You are only, the program shows you what moves are possible if you click on a piece. So while my son, he would not manage to play over the board because like he can make all kinds of illegal moves, he can actually sit down and play online game because he can just choose from the available options, So actually, starting online chess is really easy. Like you can be a 3-year-old and you can just do it. So it's pretty easy and fun.
Okay, that sounds good. So good recommendation for everybody. I guess another fun question on the Q&A. If you could go back in time and give some tips to yourself 20 years ago when you were just starting out as a chess player, which tips would you give your younger self?
Oh, I wouldn't do anything. I mean, I would be so scared that whatever I say will ruin my future. I'm really, I mean, I am quite, obviously I'm hoping to go further, but I am quite happy with the way things are going with my career. So I'm afraid if I would give some advice earlier on, like in these Terminator movies, the future will be altered, and maybe that advice would put me on the wrong track. So no, I would try to stay away from myself, from my past self and just try not to meet the guy and not disturb anything, and hope it works out again the same way it worked out. Because I think it's not easy to. I mean, it's really, you have to be really lucky to to get the chances that I have to play all these strong tournaments, because that's the way to grow. Like, you have to get the opportunities to play top players, and I've got so many of them, and I managed to get better thanks to all my opponents. And I think I'm really very fortunate to have gone through this journey, and I was just very lucky. So I'm very happy with how it went.
Yes, can imagine. If I remember those films correctly, then they ended in a nuclear war. So
no, it's never good going back in the past and all that. No, it's never good.
Yeah, I just saw another question. They're coming in fast now about the difference between arena-style tournaments and Swiss-style tournaments. So we did a classic light chess arena-style tournaments, which I think was originally the only one on light chess.
Now they can do both. Yeah. The thing about that, what exactly is the question, though?
I think the question is, what's the difference between those?
What's the difference?
Those would you prefer?
Okay, yeah. So the difference is that the Swiss tournament is very simple. You have 9 rounds, and everybody will play 9. Okay, or any amount. But let's say 9 rounds. Everybody plays 9 games. So the speed with which you play is not so relevant, in that terms. The thing with the arena tournaments is that you can play more games than your opponent if you finish them faster. The reason why I preferred arena tournament format for the events that we hosted is because it's a lot more fun for chess fans or amateurs or even professionals to play arena, because you have much less waiting time. So what I find a little bit frustrating is sometimes you play a game and then you have to wait, let's say like 5 minutes or 2 minutes in between the rounds, right, all the time. And it is slightly less fun than the arena, where you just get paired like usually within 10 seconds. So you just keep on playing games. And I think that there's just more. That's actually I think that's the main reason why people prefer arena tournaments. But I'm not sure. The Swiss tournaments are a little bit more, I wouldn't say like fair, but they're a little bit more, traditional, because the 1 second, my PC is going to lose battery. I have to connect it. Now my PC is back. But the arena tournaments are a bit weirder, because like some people play, let's say 25 games, the others 20, because they played them slower. And some can play, let's say 25 games and win 21 and lose 4. And the one who won all 20 games, he has less score. But I prefer, especially online, to play these arena events, and just you keep on going, and then you see where you end up. It's kind of more fun.
Yeah, it's a bit more chaotic and fun and exciting.
For sure.
There's another good question, because a lot of people are now starting with chess online, and as you already mentioned, that is more often blitz and bullet, faster-paced game. If somebody started out playing blitz games online and wants to become a serious chess player and also start joining over-the-board tournaments, what advice would you give them? What's different about over-the-board, which computer chess players need to be prepared for?
Interesting question. Well, first of all, you can make an illegal move, as I said. So there's nothing stopping you from making an illegal move other than the opponent and the arbiter. So for those who are complete beginners, it's a little bit harder. For example, if you are under a check in an online event, you will not be able to make another move. You will try, but the program will not permit you. You will have to get out of the check. But in the real game, if you can make another move, and then your opponent will point it to you. So that's for real beginners. That's a small challenge. And for the more experienced players, I guess if you play classical game, the level of concentration is a bit different, because you have to think much longer, maintain the concentration for a longer period of time. That's definitely harder. That you should not be. Also, if you are playing a lot of blitz games, you are more likely to play too fast. Obviously, if you have 1 hour or 2 hours of thinking time, you spend them wisely. So I think there's a lot of challenge in that time control things. But other than that, I think playing with the pieces on the board is not very difficult. And many people find that a very pleasant experience also. To play with the wooden pieces, a little bit more authentic, a little bit more real.
Cool, thanks. I'm going to take one last question from the Q&A, and then we're going to slowly prepare for the Simul. And that question is, when there's a big tournament coming up, like Candidates Tournament, how do you prepare for that? What do you do?
Yeah, so basically, first of all the experience that you've built up already in your career, that's very helpful. But in particular for this kind of events, I think you want to first of all come with a very healthy balance of focus and also rest. So you don't want to come way too tired to such an event, but you also don't want to come like you're going like you came from a holiday. You want that that you're focused on the game. So that's why before such events, players they do some training camps where they are focusing on chess and working with their seconds and trainers. Really focusing on the game, but also the other aspect is just concrete opening preparation is very important at the high level. So you are looking at what your opponents are playing, their openings. You're trying to build a opening repertoire for yourself, try to maybe sometimes surprise them or maybe not surprise them, and try to basically prepare for the beginning of these games. But the really very important thing I think is to have the right mental mindset, and that's very hard, but you have to try to have the right focus, right balance between working hard on the game but also having a lot of energy, because these events they require a lot of energy. You are going to be fighting at very high levels. There's pressure on every game, tension, and it's going to be tiring. And so I think it's very important to keep the energy level in mind too.
Can imagine that. Well, good luck. Okay, then let's do the last question, which is going to be the transition between the Q&A and the Simul. So you'll be playing against the 4 winners of our tournament. They have, eyeballing it, a median lead chess rating of around 2,100, I guess. So what's your prediction? How hard are they going to
It was hard. I don't know. Last time I played just 3 boards, but it was also difficult. And I think I won 2 and made 1 draw, but it was hard. I don't know. I'll see. I'm hoping for 3.5, 3.5. I mean, I'm hoping for 4, but I'm guessing 3.5. If it will be worse than 3 points out of 4, I'll retire and go into software developing or AI or something. I will just.
Oh, yes, you can apply. Yes. Well, let's see if that happens. Well, if 3.5 happens, then that would mean there's one clear winner of the 4 people against you, and for whoever does best, we have a little present. So I'll announce that afterwards. If there's no clear one person with a better score than the rest, then we will just let you make the call on who was the best player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah. So then let's go to the Simul. So we'll be playing 10 plus 10. So every player begins with 10 minutes on the clock, and for every move you get an extra 10 seconds. Anish gets a bit of extra time because he'll be playing 4 games at the same time. Anish will be giving comments during the game, and afterwards, of course, we'll do a bit of a retrospective with the players on how did it go. So Anish, over to you.
I will try to readjust my broadcasting software, and then we'll start. So you will keep the camera, right, as you have it, or how do we do that?
It should be the case that your screen is visible and you are visible somewhere in the corner.
Yeah. But I mean that you will keep your camera on as well, right?
Maybe I'm not the one controlling the cameras actually, but
okay. Yeah, because I mean if you will leave, then I will have to slightly adjust. But I think right now.
Okay, no problem. We can keep the camera on. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's just now 2 of me. Let me think how I'm getting rid of myself.
Oh, that sounds deep.
Okay, I will just crop the participants. Okay, I will just leave the 4 participants on the screen here.
Yeah.
That's probably will make sense. And I will start. Yeah, like you said, the time control is 10 plus 10 for the participants, and for me, usually the rule is that you should have like the amount of time of the opponent times the number of opponents. So I'll have 40 minutes. Hopefully I will not need all of that, but let's see. So is everyone ready? Are you guys ready? Okay, because I'm not yet ready.
Yes.
I'm not yet ready, so.
Okay, well, everybody is online, I can see, of the 4 participants. So that would be Naman playing as Anand Chess Coder, Jawad playing as Jawad F8, Murad playing as Prince Murad the Ninth. He's a FIDE master, by the way, so he'll be an interesting opponent. And finally, there's Taran playing as Tyrannosaurus. So we'll be watching the game as you commented, and afterwards we'll have a talk with each of them.
Yeah, you know, when we did such events at Optiver, it was a little bit better than this because we also used to have snacks after that. Now we don't we don't get the snacks.
Yes, that was. On the other hand, last time you were doing a Simul in the office, you were blindfolded.
That's true. That's true. Though it's you know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, you're actually allowed to watch.
Cropped very well. Okay, nice. How to switch?
Okay, good luck, and may the best people win.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so I'll start. I have here first Mr. Anon Chess Coder. So I'll go d4. Then I have the prince.
Sorry, your screen is not yet visible on the Zoom.
On the Zoom, but should it be visible on the Zoom as well?
Would be nice for the people watching via Zoom.
That is true.
If that's very difficult for you to
arrange. It will be really problematic because if I do the share screen, you can give them the YouTube link. Does it work?
Yeah. If everybody goes to Anis's YouTube channel, you can Google Anis YouTube channel, or Rosalie, maybe you can paste the URL, and then you can follow along with the screen there.
Yeah, because the problem with that, if you share the screen, then the Zoom will act really differently than otherwise.
Yeah, so then, those of you watching via Zoom, you're not going to see the board. So if you want to follow along with the games, it's easiest if you watch it on YouTube.
Also, you get more. We get more viewers on our channel this way, so it's good. It's good.
Very important. Yes. Please watch from multiple windows.
And also watch all the ads. That will make me like €1 richer. So don't skip the ads.
Okay. Here we go, and sorry for the small technical hiccup, people on Zoom.
Just a small hiccup. We just don't see the games. Everything is great. You just don't see the games. It's just a small issue.
It's double blindfolded chess.
It's a new blindfold. It's blindfolded for spectators.
Yes.
Oh, this Mr. Tyrannosaurus, he's playing the Winawer. He's playing the French Winawer, which is a great opening. Great opening. So. And here we have the King's Indian setup, also very, very dangerous. I have a bad feeling about the Simul. I have a very bad feeling about the Simul, but okay, let's keep on going. Let me think which line. I'll play Bishop E2 maybe, the normal line. Because I'll play H3. This is also trendy to go some for attack on the king side, but maybe I'll play the normal move, Bishop E2. Yeah, this is the Carlsbad structure here, and yeah, well, let's see what he's got. I'll play E3, develop my bishop. And this is the Najdorf. Wow, I only have complex openings today. I'll play D4, enter the main line. Yeah, E5, that's also the main line of the King's Indian. Yeah, Queen C7 is brilliant. It's counter-attacking here. It's all theory, all good. Let me think. I think I'll go bishop. Maybe Tyrannosaurus studied my course. In which case, I will do something else. Let me think. Yeah, so the main theory is to take here the pawn, then he plays here, then I take here, then he takes here, I play here, here, that takes. It's a very, very complex. Do I want that? I wonder. I think I want bishop d3. Okay, this is also the main line. I have to close the center here. This is interesting. Usually the bishop gets developed here, but now he's developed here. It's quite active. This is also a big fashionable line. Okay, I'll develop my bishop too. And I'll go for this b4. people in my YouTube chat are really eager to start working at Optiver. Guys, you have to be... Sorry, what did you say? I didn't catch it.
I said that's good.
That's good, but guys, you have to be genius. You have to be geniuses if you want to work at Optiver. You have to be geniuses.
Definitely.
Yeah. I've seen the people there. You have to be geniuses. But maybe some of my channel. I'm pretty sure some of my channel viewers are geniuses. I'm quite of a high opinion of my chat. So
happy to hear that.
I don't know this move knight c6 for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't know it. Looks very logical. It's an extremely logical move. I guess I should take, then he goes here. I can play queen f. Okay, if I take, he will take. Very strange. Why don't I know this? Okay, I can just play, of course, knight f3. It's very confusing. I have maybe some kind of weird queen f6 move is the point. CD, bishop h7. Wow. This is so hard. It's so late in the evening for such a hard position. Okay, so let's say I take, rook here. I like this queen f6 move, feels very smart. C takes d4, knight f3. How's that? Looks very smart. Takes g2. King f1. Okay, let's do this or not? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, f5. Yeah, I think I'll just grab more space here. Oh, he's playing the dragon. The prince. Prince is playing the dragon. Should have expected. It's like a fairy tale. The prince is there, the dragon is there. What more do we want? There has to also be a princess, and it's complete. I will be the princess. Bishop e3. Yeah, I think there's this move bishop g5 here to give up the bishop. I have seen this move, bishop g5. Okay, here I can play queen c2, attack this pawn, then he will go h6. I can also play just knight f3, develop the knight. I will develop my knight. Okay, so this is the position with the fairy tale. I think f3 is the main line. Yeah, queen f6 was my great point. Let's see if it's smart. I think currently it's my opponents who are to move. That's why the board doesn't. Oh no, he played knight c6. Okay, so I play queen d2, I think. Yeah, and now the games don't switch because everybody is now thinking, which is good. Yeah, I think my opponents can hear me, but that's on purpose. So I can confuse them and scare them.
Definitely.
I think it's to my advantage. Don't really recall. Maybe I mixed up something, but maybe not. He takes here, sorry, here, then here. This is too much, yeah? This will be too much. How will I win back this one after this? Maybe... Okay, wait. Yeah, here I have to castle or bring the bishop out. I will castle, I think. Okay, this is nice. I can just take and take, right? Yeah, I think I'll just do that and hope that control of the square is giving me an advantage. I can also drop the bishop back first. It will be very similar. I kind of like to take. I'll take. For simplicity's sake. Here I go bishop h4. And now I'll regain the pawn. Yeah, he took... I want to play this move. protect this pawn. Yeah, my chat is outraged that the opponents can hear. Don't be outraged, guys. Don't be outraged. It's all planned. I think I can castle. Orb. Yeah, I think castling is good. Okay, so in this position I have the square, which is very nice. And I'm going to sit on the square. It's a famous strategy. It's a very famous strategy, known for centuries. To sit on the square. I can sit like this or like this. I just have to choose. Intuitively, I should do this. Okay, so this is the main response. Now I should take and take, go here. Now my chat is outraged that I made a joke that they're outraged that my opponents can hear me. Yeah, he's trying to win my knight, but I'm not going to fall for it, so I'll just protect it. In one of the many ways. We have some unemployed international masters in the chat. Queen e2 maybe? Yeah, this position is very interesting. So I don't have to put my queen on c2 just yet. At the same time, I have to think how I'm developing my initiative here. Wow, what's my plan? That's a big question. You can always do the minority attack, of course, as the b4, b5, trying to weaken the c6 pawn, but that's not doesn't feel like the right way to go here for some reason. But I can do this. It's very simple. It's a very simple plan. Just push the pawn. Can move the knight away, but I don't really understand why I would do that. Okay, so yeah, I should make some move. So if I play the queen here, he will drop the knight here probably, and he doesn't really have a clear next move. You can try to anticipate, prepare the e4 push with rook e1. It's also kind of deep. Maybe that's very deep. But I just told him that I anticipate this. But maybe it's still good. So takes, I'll take. It's maybe very clever. Looks very clever. I kind of like this. Although, yeah, this is probably too much. Maybe I can do this and then prepare this. This looks the most harmonious, to be honest. Okay, this is normal. He wants to activate. At some point I can start to squeeze him on the queen side. Yeah, maybe this is the good moment to start and do something. Because if I also don't do anything and just sit on the square, it's not going to be very much. Yeah, I have to at some point get this knight some job. So I'll go c5, I think. So bishop d4. Okay, if I take this pawn, where will the rook go though? I don't quite see it, but maybe he has something in mind. Our friend. Probably he doesn't have anything in mind. Does he? Yeah, I think he doesn't have anything in mind. I'll just take it. But we'll find out. This is also so far a non-position. It's a theory of dragon. Now I can take and enter, or I can immediately play this and then here. Let me think if I should release the tension or not. Yeah, how do you decide on something like that? Yeah, I'm thinking to do that, because if I play here, he attacks me. Okay, I can then take and take, but I want to take first, and if he attacks me, go here. Maybe. I think I anyway should take. I'm unlikely that I will push c6 ever. I'll take, I think. Okay, queen b6, that's a move. Is that a move? Yeah, that's the move, I think. Knight a4 is now theory, but maybe I have alternatives as well. Let me think of some alternatives here. The prince. The famous prince. Let's surprise him. He has the open B file for attack, which is nice for him. But I have a better pawn structure because this is a weak pawn. Okay, I'll maybe play knight a4 first. Okay, let me play knight a4 after all. Okay, now I will probably bring the rook in. This feels like a good decision. Okay, rook takes g2. Don't I have a check here? Knight g8, yeah. Okay, he has it actually, but I don't know. This is so weird. This is so strange. Can I play king f1, for example? Where does the rook go? If he goes here, I attack it. This has to be... This is probably very bad, or it's some kind of deep... Something deep. Maybe he has this, but... I have this. Very suspect position for black here, to be honest. I think I'll just trap this rook, to be very frank. My dear viewers. I'll just play king f1. Also, I can do this, and then I can do many things. I can play here. If he takes, I will take. If he goes here, I will take here. If he goes here, I will take. Looks all very good for white. Yeah, I think many roads lead here to Rome. Many roads here, guys, lead to Rome. The question is, do we want to go to Rome? Or is it a red zone? Check. Yeah, he will, after check, he can do this, of course. And then this. This is the best for him. So here, takes, and then here. Then he will win back the bishop. Yeah, I think this is stronger. I'm not sure, of course, but I feel this is stronger. Okay, he's covering this rank. So do I go G? No, G3 is no, it doesn't have a purpose. It's just weakening. Maybe B5, B6. Maybe B5, B6. Okay, wait, I planned actually Queen E3. I had this very ingenious plan to go Queen E3 and pretend that I hit A7 pawn, which I don't really because this is hanging. And also he has this move. Okay, it's time to come up with a great decision here. Let's do B5. Feels great. Yeah, this is also Queen C7. Yeah, that's a move. That's a move. That's a very possible move. I think I can just develop the bishop. Wow, he goes for G5. I should have known. G5 is wow. G5 is wow. I think I should go bishop G3. But I regret this. I regret this deeply. Though, let's be real. G5 is more weakening than anything else. Let's be real. Bishop H6. Rook C4. Probably Rook C4. Probably Rook C4. Simple. Creating a X-ray here on the queen. Trying to intimidate my opponent. Okay, the prince goes Rook D8. The prince goes Rook D8. I have to consolidate my position a little bit. Maybe I drop the bishop here. This feels like a wise idea. Also, I can bring the knight here. Let me think in which order to do it. First bring the knight or first bring the bishop? I think these are the questions. These are the questions. Knight C5, bishop comes out, bishop goes back. Yeah, I think that's I think normal. That looks normal to me. I think that's what I will do. After some further unnecessary doubt, that's what I will do. Not sure, but let's try. Okay, the queen goes back. Well, I'll go b6. I think b6 is very nice. I will get this c7 square for the rook. Looks very good, b6. Okay, he developed the bishop. I think I dropped the bishop here. I think that's nicely consolidating. Okay, rook g6. Okay. Rook g6. Sensible. He has to bring the rook back at some point and give it up. Let's think what we've got. We can give a check here and he'll go here. I'll take, he goes here. I, by the way, can just protect the bishop with this move. Maybe I can take. Taking, of course, is more tempting because his king is very unsafe. But a rook is very delicious. I wanna grab that rook actually. Rooks are legit. This is also interesting. Takes, and then is a question. How do I just immediately clinch it? It should be very good for me. I would really like to I'd like to win this game efficiently because I'm afraid that there should be a way here. It looks very good for white. I have some knight g5 move, then he'll do this. then I can... It can get tricky. He has a check or something. It can get a bit tricky. Check. Rook g8 takes here, here, and difficult. It's probably good enough for me, no? But maybe he has a move like this. He has some threats. Wow, could it be not so simple? It's unlikely, no? It should be simple. This really should be simple. Yeah, so I can, actually what I like to take and then play rook g1. Okay, here I take rook d6. Interesting move. Maybe rook here, queen here, or maybe queen here. I think rook belongs on this square. Just have to watch out for this h2 pawn, that I don't blunder it somewhere after like knight goes and then he'll take. Yeah, I can drop the queen back first, of course, or I can. Yeah, I'm not sure the queen on e5 is so great. There are all kinds of discoveries on it. Maybe I drop the queen back. I can drop back. What does my heart tell me? I can also push, by the way, g4. Where will he go? Where will he go actually? He doesn't have a nice square. I kind of like it. Is there a trick after this? There might be a trick. There very well might be a trick. There might be some kind of trick like knight here, and then bishop here. But I don't think I buy that. This is not very positionally desired because it's desirable because it weakens the square, but it does send the bishop back. Maybe the bishop will just go here actually, and it will be a waste. Yeah, I think that's what will happen. It will be a waste. I shouldn't do this. This is a bad idea. Not sure. Maybe it's a good idea. But I'm not gonna do this. I'm not going to do this. What does my subcortex tell me here to do? The subcortex is saying to play queen f2, but I don't think it's... subcortex looks a little bit unconfident in this position. Okay, let's play queen f2. Rook c8, interesting. Okay, I should not put my rook here because it will blunder it. You should not blunder your rooks. Very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. There are no tricks based on this. It feels like there is a trick, like takes, but then there is not a follow-up. There's not an intermediate move there. So this is not a trick. It's a fake trick. And fake tricks are not real. Maybe I can take just and play rook a1. I can always do that. I think I'll do that for lack of a better ideas. I would like something more, to be honest. Maybe I don't deserve more, so I'll just take. Yeah, here I can take with this pawn and give him this. But why would I give something when I can take something? Okay, I'll go here maybe. Okay, so here I plan to play this move. Was that a good idea? Takes. Of course I missed that there's going to be a check here. At the same time I have knight d3, so I can probably play rook g1. That's what I want. I wanted this move rook g1. Okay, he'll probably do this though. And then, yeah, this was not part of my plan. Let me think again here. Let me weigh my options. Let's weigh my options here. Yeah, this position, to be honest, it looks very good, but I do have to make some good moves here. Because once he goes here, then his king will be very safe, and mine will not be safe. And it's very important to have a safe king, ladies and gentlemen. How do I do this? I have to do this smart. I have to do this very smart. Yeah, this is somehow not easy. It's not an easy game. I didn't sign up for it. They told me it's gonna be all easy. Then they didn't warn me. They said it's going to be easy. They lied.
Sorry.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm joking. They never said it was going to be easy. Okay. So there are a bunch of options here. What does he want? That's a question. He wants to play, he definitely wants to play this move. So let's just focus on that. He wants to play this move. How do I stop it? There is a very, very, very crazy idea, which I will not do, but it is there. I can play this here, then I can take, very desperate takes, and then play here. Then my king gets a nice square here, and I'm sort of attacking, but it's a little too adventurous. He gives a check, I go here, he takes, and I go, maybe I go here, by the way, and if he takes, I can go. Yeah, I don't really have a follow-up, do I? No, I have this move. If he gives a check, I play here. He has bishop c6 and d4. Probably it's too much. Probably it's too much. Very creative, but a little bit risky. If this doesn't work out, I have lost a bunch of material back, which is a shame. I can also do this. If here, push here. And it's what I'm going to do, I think, by the way. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. It is also a little bit risky, but I have to settle on a move here at some point. That's the problem. Sometimes you have to take a decision at some point in time. Okay, so this position is a lot simpler in its nature. Maybe I will make a waiting move like this, just to chill a little bit. Okay, so he went queen here. I don't really know why, but it's a sensible move. He'll play maybe knight e4. I can play here if he goes here. Yeah, I shouldn't allow. Maybe I can play here to stop it. I should also watch out a little bit for some tricks. This is dangerous stuff. Very dangerous stuff, guys. Very, very dangerous. Very dangerous stuff, guys. I'm still gonna go knight d2. Highly ambitious move, but very risky. Okay, so now I have some time issues. I have to watch out a bit for my time. Okay, let's play g3. It's a safe, yeah, easy move. Okay, here it's okay. Yeah, what do I want? I don't want much. I don't have to want very much. Maybe I'll play here. Also, I was having such naughty ideas to bring the rook to this file. This feels kind of good, but maybe he will take and then it's waste. Yeah, I feel I should go rook here or something. Okay, takes. Or not takes. Yeah, I think I'll do takes. Okay. Wait, where are... Ah, no, so these are the boards, yeah? Yeah, wait, where are the... Yeah, these are the 4 boards. Okay, all good. So here... Yeah, he still has this weak pawn, so it doesn't matter what happens here. I will always be slightly better, normally speaking. Normally speaking, at least. That's what I hope. I'm not so sure. Maybe he comes here. There is a pin. Yeah, I would like to force a trade. I'd like to really force a trade here, but I'm not sure how. Maybe I just bring the knight back. It's a little bit sad, but it's really sad. I will not do that. It's not the kind of guy I am. This is really coming. Then it's going to be hard to move this knight. Maybe queen here. Maybe queen here. I think that's the one. Or not. He'll take twice. I take with the queen. Queen e5. Oh, this is not good. Interesting. Interesting position. Somehow he managed to get a decent version of things. Probably I was a little bit soft at some point, but maybe g3 was a little bit soft. Could have played a bit more powerful maybe at some point. This is not easy. Okay, I really don't want to make this move. It's not a good move. It's not a good move, but I will make it. This is not a good move. Don't do this again. Knight b3 is tempting to clarify a little bit the situation in the center. I'll do that. Okay, knight c to e5. Wait, now I can play h5 maybe? Okay, that leads to some very, very complicated positions. If he takes, that's okay. I'll just take and mate there. Although there is a check also, then king g2. Yeah, I think that's okay. If he will give a check, I will come here. If he takes or something, I'll take, check. Check is tricky. Okay, so if I just take here, what does he want to do? He wants to take with this one, I think. I mean, I'm just happy there, of course. I'm just happy. Maybe I want more. Maybe I want more. It's always the problem. It's always how it starts. You want more. The greed. The greed. It's not so simple. So here he'll take. And if I take, he has a check here. I have the king e1, so I'll take. He gives a check. I have here. He gives a check. I have here. He gives a check. I have here. Actually, I win in this variation. In this particular variation, I win. Okay, then we'll do this. Is this how it works though? If he checks first here, I'll go here. He takes, I take. He goes here. I go back. He goes here. I go here, here. Okay, let's go for it. I think it's working. It's working. Okay, this is fine. He has this move at some point, and this one will hang. So I have to get my queen. Maybe. Oh, I like this move. Maybe this one is elegant. King, queen here and queen here. I should slightly beware of some tricks here. Slightly. I should beware of tricks. That said, I still have to make this move, I think. Right? If he plays this one, can I go here? Probably not. Okay, right now he doesn't want it because of this, so probably I shouldn't do this. I should do some other move. Maybe queen here, then he has this. Yeah, maybe this was not ideal. Let's think. This is a very difficult position to play because the moves are not very obvious. It's not very obvious who does what and why. I don't know, I'll make some random move, maybe here and here or something. Just to keep in touch with this bishop and this knight. The thing is, I want to meet this move with this one. This though? Is this real? This could be real. It could very well be real. Let's just protect from this move, to be honest. Let's not get too ambitious here. First protect, and then attack. I don't know, I'll just try to discourage that move. Okay, so now I have this nice square for my knight. It's very nice. I'm going to sit on that square. I could also do that with the queen, by the way. But usually better with the knight. Let's just do that. Okay, check. Okay, I'm very scared. What do I do? Total panic. What happens? Check king g2 now. I think it was not so dangerous, right? I just go king g2. Yeah, I don't really think I should panic. Maybe he wants this, then I have this. Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. I think I should just play king g2. I think it's all fine. I think it's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. So rook c8. Yeah, now I just make some moves. I'll just make some moves. Okay, wow. Wait a second. Knight g4. This is happening so quickly. Okay, queen g5. This is just very good for me now. I think it's very good for me. He's trying to bluff me. I can also probably just take here. If knight here, I have something. I think this is very good. This is just very good. This should be just very good. But let's think. He will bring knight here. I can take and bishop f4, for example. I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. Okay, so here we're just playing. Yeah, I must be honest. I'm just making random moves here. But I don't think his moves are improving his position very much either. Okay, so he trades rooks, that's fine. Queen d7, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Queen has no business on d7. Oh, wow. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Okay, the chess coder here is coding up some nasty stuff, so we should be very careful. Very, very careful. Wow. Wait, let's see. Let's actually see. So what happens? He will do this, I will just do this, he will do this, I will do this. What is then happening? Does he have a single move, single idea? So he has this idea, takes and then takes. That's nothing, I'll go here. Maybe that's okay, maybe there's no need to panic. Maybe there's no need to panic. Anyway, we'll find out. Okay, so what did he, oh, he took here. But now I'll take here. Oh, this looks very bad for him. Looks like a disaster. Okay, a6. He doesn't know what to do. Neither do I. But I'm more experienced. And I know how to pretend that I know what to do. I'm okay here. I'm okay here with the trades. This move is of course sad, but it doesn't matter. The position is essentially the same. Okay, so he backed up. He backed down. He backed down. He backed down. When I asked him what he's got, he says, I have nothing. But what do I have? I have this blunder. Then you'll take and do this. It will be a blunder. I can do it more aggressively, like here, but then it allows a lot of play. I can also just trade it. I think I should trade it in this particular position, just to play it simple. I don't think I can afford to do a lot of smart things. I can also start with this one, but I should still watch out for this a little bit. After takes, I should be a little bit mindful of that. Let me think. Options, guys, options. Life is about options. Not only at Optiver, also in chess. Yeah, okay, I'll just take it. Options and trades. I'll take this one also. I can take this one. It's the easiest. I'll be a piece up. I can also actually attack his queen. It will be very unpleasant. Just to ask his queen what she's got. Yeah, I think everything is very good. I think it's all very good. I think you just cannot go wrong here. I just cannot go wrong. And I will not go wrong. I'll go here. Okay, so here is... yeah, here I'll just double. Now he gave a check. It's a famous expression about checks. I will not say it right now. Might seem offensive if I will. So I'll play king c1. Yeah, he took the pawn, but life is not about pawns. Life is about pieces. So I'll grab this one. I'll grab this one. I think it's very good. I have like how much material I have? I have a lot of material. Yeah, now it's a question. Do I trade these boys or not? Yeah, I'm probably going to trade these boys. On the other hand, there's no rush. don't really know though how to. I don't think I have many tricks. I think I should just trade these boys actually. Okay, yeah. Now I have here I have a bunch of options, so I can just try to infiltrate this situation here. Also, I have some kind of active move like knight f6. I'm not sure it's very good. It's very active. Yeah, I think I should stay away from that in this hour. Okay, I should play a bit faster though. Let's play this and see what happens. Okay, this, yeah, now I have a bunch of moves. I have really a bunch. This is probably the easiest. Check is probably the best. Let me see if I give a check. He has to move here. Maybe I have this check. Takes such. It's almost checkmate there, isn't it? Check here. Check. Yeah, it's some kind of checkmate. Let's go for it. Maybe I drop back the horse here. Then yeah, I just drop back the horse. I think. Can also do it here, but I like to change the direction. Maybe here actually, because here he's got this. Yeah, this is no. I shouldn't allow this. This would improve his position. I should bring the horse here. I think. Let me think. Then he'll come here. I'll push. Comes here. I'll take. He's going here. It's not so easy. Let's think. If I come here, he comes here. He has got this square as well. Again, here. If I play here. That's not looking very good. This is a dumb waiting move. This one, and then maybe something I can trade, but probably not. Not so simple. Not so easy to consolidate this position. Not so simple to consolidate this position. I had this variation, so here, takes, here, takes, here, and then I push, here, I push, maybe I go here first, and then I push. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and here we trade. Okay, and now, wow, now what do we do? We should do something good here. Wow, this is so good. Let's see, maybe check. Okay, so he's coming, he's trying to consolidate himself. He's bringing the papa close to mama here. That's cool. I'll go here. Then he can take. Yeah, this game I have to slightly beware of the clock. The clock situation. This is not that simple. Actually, he's probably surviving here. For the time being. Soon he will drop low on time and it will get harder, hopefully. Okay, this is decent. Do I want to push? Maybe I just push this one for now. Also just push. No, but then there is this again. I want to play this move, but it weakens a little bit this diagonal. Maybe it doesn't matter so much. Maybe the diagonal is not so crucial. This is tricky. This is a good move. Oh, we are low on time now. Okay, interesting. Exciting stuff will happen. Maybe I do this, but this is very ugly. Okay, I'll push this move. Feels wrong, but I'll do it. Okay, here I should finish this one off. I think check is very good, and then pinning the queen. I think this does it. Okay, and here I will just do my thing. Okay, this is wow, this is good, yeah. Oh, yeah, this one. No, I slightly, yeah, this one I slightly underestimated. Now he's very fine. He's completely fine now. I should even be careful a bit, not to allow some shenanigans like this in the end. Yeah, he's got this. I only thought of this move. I didn't think of this move. Okay, here he's probably escaping. Let me just... I can do this though. Wait a second, here and here. He has to mind this business here. Then if he takes, I'll take. Yeah, this I'm okay with, by the way. I'm quite okay with that. I think this is cool. Yeah, this is very cool. I hope. I hope this is brilliant. Okay, he just played this. Yeah, I'll also just play this, right? I guess. Okay, check, I go here. Here, I can play here. No, I should just bring the king closer. So how is my time? Wait, why are 3 games ongoing? Oh yeah, one resigned probably. Yeah, that one I was winning. He probably resigned. That's sensible. So here I have 3 minutes. Here I have 2. Also 3 minutes. Here I also have 3 minutes. Is that a coincidence? Could very well be. It is a coincidence. I have 3 minutes everywhere. Yeah, I'll just play this one. I'm just slightly better because of knight on d4. Here I'm slightly better because of the better bishop as well. Better everywhere, guys. I'm just better everywhere. I hope this is good. Okay, and now I should do this, I think. And then, okay, so here I will keep the queens, I think. This king is a bit weaker. Here I traded the queens. Yeah, no, here it's I should come after this little friend here. Come after this little friend, something like this at some point. Okay, this is good. He's trying to protect his business. Maybe here. This is a bit defensive, and he can play here, stopping this. Then I can just centralize. I could also drop the bishop here, but then this knight is stuck protecting this pawn. Then I can come king here, the bishop here. I don't know, is there a difference? I don't think there's a big difference. Not a big difference. Okay, here, yeah, I can trade the knights and have a good knight against a bad bishop. That's already good enough, I think. Maybe I want something more. Why do we need more? No, this is a false desire to always want more. No need for more. Less is more. Here. Oh. Oh, he has a defense. He still has a defense. He's trying very hard, I have to say. He's trying very hard. Yeah, he's trying very hard, and I missed this one. He still has a defense. Maybe I go here. It's going to be so hard to... It's hard to... He'll go here. Quite hard to win this one. Really not easy to win this one. Not easy at all. Let me think if I want to win it even. Yeah, I think I should try to win this one. I think I am the one with the advantage, but not really though. Here, here. Here, here. I have a trick like here, but I don't know how to execute it. Maybe just queen here. I will have to really accelerate both, everything. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna manage the time. I'm not gonna manage the time, but I don't know. Okay, I'll try to give a check here. That's super clever, super clever. Okay, so this position, I'm really in time trouble. I have quite little time everywhere. I have to play super fast. have to play super fast actually everywhere. Wow, this is gonna be so stressful, guys, to play fast in this Simul. Super stressful. But if anyone can do this, it's me. Okay, let's see. This is really, really unpleasant because I don't even see the clock everywhere. Let's hope I'll manage. Okay, so far so good. So I have 1 minute everywhere. Oh, it's very tricky. And the increment is 10 seconds. Very tricky stuff, guys. Very tricky stuff. At least 2 of my opponents have little time. One is fast though. But the board doesn't switch. Okay, he made a good one. Yeah, he made a good one. I think he defended himself quite well here. I think I have to admit that here. I think he defended himself. Yeah, do I have a winning attempt? Probably do, no? Let's try some winning attempt. Let's take here. Okay, 97. Okay, here he gave up a pawn. That's cool. Let's keep the queens. Let's give a check. Poof. Interesting. Okie dokie, queen b6. Should get my king out of the way somehow. Knight d5. This is not so easy. Somehow it's not so easy anymore. I don't know if it ever was, but it's not so easy now. Okay, let's see. If here he has this, then I have this and he has this. Okay, so he wants to do this. I should probably just give him what he wants there. Yeah, I'm afraid I'll lose on time otherwise. I cannot control the clock on all the boards. Pity, pity, pity. I would have loved to try a little bit, but I think I should just do it. Okay, here. Yeah, no, it's a bit intense. It's a bit intense with the clock. Okay, this I'll claim a draw. Yeah, I probably have some attempt, but it's difficult. I need some time to think. And here d5 takes queen e8, king h. This is so close. Okay, I'll just play queen e4. Okay, so one player escaped. He defended very, very well in the end. I don't know if I can try to win in the end. Maybe, but I needed a lot of time to come up with the try. Okay, here I have definitely a try, but he has this and it's mate. Oh, that's sick. But let's see. I can defend from it, of course. I can also do this. Interesting. Interesting stuff, guys. Okay, let's go for this. Wowzers. Wow, no time at all. Wow, it's gonna be intense. I don't know how. I should really be careful not to lose on time. Wait, this I just take, no? Okay, this is nice. You blundered a piece here. I have a fork. Here I have a passed pawn finally, which is very nice. Okay, this, yeah, here he resigned because I won a piece. But it's just, this is the last game. I should manage this one. I am better. I'm slightly better. But he is the prince. He's the prince. So it's not going to be easy. It's actually not easy, objectively, but This is tricky with the passed pawn. I hope I'll convert it. I hope I'll convert it. What happens if I push my pawn? Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. There are two scenarios. One is that pawn will become a queen, and the other is that the pawn will not become a queen. It's a 50-50, guys. It's a 50-50. Okay, I'll go here. It's a fine move. Okay, I can play this. I think this should be enough to confuse my opponent. So good move. I'll take this, take this. I don't think he'll manage to defend. This is very, very difficult to defend, if there is any defense at all. I don't think there is a defense here, because if he does this, I do this. Yeah, now I should pick up this one as well. This is very hard to save. Should be impossible to save, but we'll see. This. It's not completely over, but okay, let's set a trap, huh? We are tricksters. Let's set a trap. It's not so easy. Very limited amount of pawns, so it's time to resort to tricks. That's what I expect. Oh, okay, this is good. This. Yeah, it's not so trivial, but I think it's hard for him to defend also. I don't know, this one or this one. Which do I prefer? I'm not sure. Let me think. Which do I prefer? Here, maybe he goes here, here. Okay. Okay, let's go for this one. A bit more confusing. Yeah, it's super hard. If he will succeed, we'll build him a throne. He'll be a prince on a throne. So it's really hard. Okay, I can even do this and this, but shouldn't get greedy. Let's just take a pawn. Yeah, I have now 2 pawns. In my kingdom, there is a lot of pawns, but let's see. Yeah, there is 10-second increment. I have two pawns, so it's Not 1, not 3, but 2. Okay, let me try to regroup. Bring my knight here. Knight on f2 I like. It feels good there. Nicely hidden. You can give checks from here or here. A slightly pity that I made one draw here in this simul. I would check later if I had chances. The problem was that I had 3 games with little time, so I couldn't focus on all of them. Otherwise I would lose on time without even knowing it. But I'm curious if I had chances. Probably I didn't in the end. Probably he defended well. But here I think I'm kind of winning. I like this, what I did with my knight. I'll come here. Yeah, I'm kind of gaining more ground here. It should be quite good. Then I'll push push a bit upwards, and then the 2 pawns shall prevail. Yeah, no, it's quite happy with this one. Knight in the corner. This should be very bad. Let's try to dominate the knight. Let's try to win it in this way. Go here. It's nice how this knight takes away the square and this pawn takes away this square from this knight. All the action is centered around this. It's like a pawn endgame now, but I do still have this extra pawn. Yeah, it's not happening. This pawn will come here, then I will remove my knight and do whatever I like. This is really bad. Really bad for Prince. But Prince was holding on for a while. Was doing very well. But yeah, this is not going to cut it. The knight is going to be lost. Cannot go anywhere. Yeah, simul complete. Very nice, very nice.
Okay, very nice indeed.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anish. So it ended up as you predicted, 3.5 points.
Yeah.
Congratulations guys for making Anish work hard for it. Congratulations especially to Naman, of course, for fighting a top 11 Super Grandmaster to a draw. So Anish, was it harder than you expected?
Yeah. Well, you know how it's always harder than I expect. So at some point I already expected it to be hard, and it no longer is harder than I expect. So I kind of expected it to be hard, and yeah, it was. And so the winner, the one who made the draw today, he also is the strongest player, right? Or highest rated player amongst the or
Murat is the titled player of the 4, I believe. I think indeed in terms of light chess rating, at least Naman is indeed the top scorer.
Mm-hmm.
So Naman, congratulations. How was it?
Thank you. It was really tense match. I think Anish was winning here. I mean,
sorry, you mean the? Let me see. The end or before that?
Yeah, in the end, you played Queen C7, right?
Let me see.
Queen C7, then you took on D6. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think you had
H4 or Queen where?
You had instead of playing Queen C7, you should have played Queen C8. I think.
Mm-hmm.
F8 and then F4 check. The point is you did protect F2 with your queen from F8.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was the winning.
Possibly. No, the thing is that I didn't really think that Queen C8 has a threat, but it actually does have. Yeah, some. Yeah, it just stops our E3. Yeah, interesting. Let me see. Oh yeah. Before that, actually, it was always better for me, right? Although at some point it was no longer. Yeah, I had Queen C8. Wow. This is not to be very honest. What I thought, I thought, of course, what I'm doing is also winning. I didn't really realize. You know what I didn't realize? I think that after Queen D8, you can just move the king back, yeah, and there's Queen F2. Yeah. Just. And also I thought that I will be able to somehow bring the queen to the F file, but it no longer was anything. Yeah, it's from this moment onwards it's already a draw. Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Yeah, well,
fine.
Queen C8. No, but Queen C8 is not so easy. In E3, Queen F8 check, yeah? King E5, F4.
Yeah, you check
Yeah.
and then the better for you.
Yeah, you know, you in a way, it was very unfortunate for me that this moment came at a very tense point in the Simul. Like I had 3 games running, and they were all low on time and difficult at that point. It was all critical. So yeah, it was hard to take a lot of time. And yeah, but you defended well. You defended well. I think also before you made a few moves which were decent, definitely decent.
Yeah, time pressure was definitely an issue in this Simul indeed. And
Yeah, because especially because first game I managed to win relatively quickly, but the other 3 players, they put even more resistance, and then it was at some point I also had an issue that I couldn't think, because if I would think on one board, I could lose on time on the other. I could simply lose on time on the other board. So that's why from some point onwards, I had to play everything instantly, and then the positions were tough, so it was not so easy.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, Naman, once more time, congratulations, and we'll have a little private ceremony in which you and Anish can discuss the game a bit more, and also Anish will have a signed chessboard for you as a little memento for this Simul.
Yeah, it also was a matter of, it was written in the stars when you switched off your camera at the beginning. Naman just appeared there, right there. So it was written in the stars that he would be the one to win. Unfortunately for the other competitors, it was just it was all planned. So.
Yeah, and of the other 3, who would you say was the next most challenging opponent?
Well, yeah, obviously all games were challenging, but also probably then the last one, because it took so long, right, to convert. It was very tough, yeah.
So Murat, you also congratulations. How did it go for you?
Yeah, I thought it was a decent game, but I'm kind of disappointed with the positional outplay that I just got. I think I could have defended better, but the c6 pawn is always an issue in the opening, so I should have played perhaps more in the dragon style and tried to keep pieces rather than exchanging off.
Well, yeah, but in a way, you were holding on for a very long time. I think it was just when I got the passed a pawn, when things started to look promising for me. But before that, if you keep the knight on around there, or like try to stop before, then I don't think I would be able to crack it so easily. So in a way that your defensive attempt kind of almost paid off there.
Yeah, but I have to be careful because you have knight b2, knight c4, and you can attack my pawn on a5.
For sure. You have to be a bit careful there. No, I'm the one having more fun there, for sure.
Yeah.
That's also the issue. Yeah, against a strong opponent these days, if you play the dragon, it's not like you get the attack like in the books. Yeah. I mean, I know how to make it a positional battle and how to get a small advantage there. So it's tough these days against a well-prepared opponent to play some romantic opening like a dragon. Yeah.
I thought maybe in a psychological point of view, since there's like 4 people, you might have thought there's prep or something. So I thought dragon would be a good option, but I was sort of bluffing as well. I played it, but I couldn't remember too much theory after g3. So yeah.
No, but sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No, but I mean just that position in general. Yeah, it gives white a small lasting advantage, and then you have to just defend throughout the game, and then it often happens this way that you then it will be hard in the end, for sure. Hard in the end.
Yeah, you definitely hung the longest, Murat. So congratulations on that. And then of the other 2, Jawad, you were doing great until you lost that piece, unfortunately. How do you estimate your chances from that point on? Or Anish, how do you think the game would have gone if that hadn't happened?
No, I think it was hard for black at that point. I mean, I have he has a very passive bishop, and I have this square on d4 I had there. Very good knight against a bad bishop. Let me just look up the game there just for a second. I think I was very much in control there anyway. But yeah, like in this position where I have the knight on d4 and he has the bishop on d7, I have a much better knight, and it's much easier for me to play. But of course, especially if he doesn't blunder the piece there, given that I have 3 games running, it would have been harder because of the time. But I think I'm already better. I won a pawn, and it's a bad position. The knight is better than the bishop here, because knight and the queen, they are known to collaborate very well. So it was tough for black.
Yeah. And then, so Jawad, how did you experience the game?
Yeah, I think it was going well from the beginning, but after knight g3 and knight h5, I think black was clearly better. But I think it was pretty much boring from the beginning and nothing much going on, except for after knight g3 and knight h5, he had some mating threats down there and
Yeah, but
some
it's
tactics.
sure, but it is sort of in the position like because of the knight being a better piece here. These things they come up. Yeah, it's not like there is a positional basis for the tricks to appear.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because
your knight was definitely better.
Yeah. So I think while like not much was going on, I think the few decisions were helping me. Like the after c5 and then you release the tension and traded the knight. It was also helpful probably because then you only have passive pieces, right? So in a way, you had a very unpleasant position towards the end game, I think. But with good defense, it should be very holdable. After the knight e2, you should try to maybe keep the bishop on e6, I guess. I don't know, king on f8. Maybe bring the king to the center and try to hold on. But it's hard because I will play knight g3. Maybe I'll play queen b2. The queen will enter the squares there. It was difficult.
Yeah. So another exciting game. Oh. And then we had the game against Taran, the one which ended the first, but there were some interesting battles there. Starting with a move at the beginning where Anis, I think you were taken by surprise for a moment.
Yeah, I hope I refuted it well. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's a bad move, and I think I punished it very well here. The thing is that you are actually I did a course on this opening. The Winawer is called, and I recommend to go c4 here, closing the position. You can also take the pawn on d4. I think knight c6 is bad exactly for this reason that after bishop takes h7 later on, your rook kind of doesn't have squares. Yeah, it's kind of trapped. So I think it's just a bad position from the opening. I think this knight c6 move, it briefly shocked me, but I responded well, and I think it's just not really good, this one. Just not good.
Taran, what was your idea with that opening?
Yeah, it was quite brutal, but quite entertaining. And then I realised that Anish released his course, so I was a bit stuffed after 1e4 because I couldn't really play the French properly. So yeah, it was a fun game though.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely fun. And it didn't look like that clear, but I think it was objectively very bad. I mean, if I had gone wrong at some point, it could have gotten really interesting because you have all kinds of counter ideas like queen takes c3 and all kinds of tricks everywhere, but I think they were just not working. So I was kind of worried that it might get out of hand, but I think it didn't. Yeah, but definitely a fun game, and especially if you know your move orders here, you can get a similar type of game, but then objectively it's also will be better. So I think it's important to know the basic theory here and know the first few moves, because these sharp positions you really have to know like the first few moves, not to land in trouble, especially if you play a well-prepared opponent.
Yeah, which you certainly are. Okay, so thanks again everybody. It was a very exciting Simul. It was nice to see everybody manage to last quite a while and make things quite difficult for Anis. Especially of course Naman, the hero of the evening. So yeah, we will contact you and there will be a little follow-up for you. Then I think we're slowly nearing the end of the evening. We still have a few minutes left of the time slot, but yeah, I think this is a good moment to stop. Anis, I don't know if you have anything more to say.
Yeah, thank you for organizing it. I mean, it's always, whenever I have an chess event at Optiver, I know it's going to be tough. Always, there are always very strong chess players. There's always an overlap between the traders and the chess players, and so like whether it's internal or external Optiver event, it's always very challenging. Like because there are many events with that are when you do some promotional activity here or there. Like it's very often that you play someone who is really a beginner, and then it's just you just show up and you play and you are relaxed and it's easy. But whenever there is an Optiver event, I know I have to work hard. Like today too, I played like really strong opponents. Some players are titled, and yeah, that's a lot of fun for me too, and I really appreciate that. And it was definitely fun, and I'll get a date with Naman as a surprise, I think still, but I'll prepare also some AI questions for him. I'm not gonna let that go to waste. So yeah, we will continue with Naman, but for the rest of you, thanks for your time. It was hope you had some fun. Maybe you learned something. I definitely learned. From whenever I play some game, doesn't matter where, I still always learn, and I find it very interesting. So thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Sorry for the couple of small hiccups. I hope everybody was able to switch to YouTube and keep watching there. Anish, thanks very much.
Yes, you can always watch it back, of course. If somebody missed something, there is possible to watch it back. This internet stores all your data and all my videos too. So you can watch that back anytime.
And Anish, I hope that sometime soon we will be able to safely receive you in our office again. But
if only for the snacks. If only for the snacks, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay,
Thanks.
thanks very much everybody, and have a nice evening.
Yes, bye-bye.
If you missed anything, just watch the YouTube back on Anish's channel again and maybe subscribe.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks from Optiver. Goodbye.